the Third Republic of Vietnam, the Provisional National Government of Vietnam, Standing Office, Regain Ancestral Lands, End Populist Suffering, P.O. Box 2807, Anaheim, CA 92814, United States Alert, November 22nd, 2022. There are 2 days left until Thanksgiving in the United States, but people cannot completely enjoy the peaceful days because the US Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, has reported China has the largest and most sophisticated cyberattack program. In October, CNN also quoted Chris McConkie of the consulting firm PricewaterhouseCoopers PwC as confirming hacking activities are coming from a Chinese cybersecurity company in Chengdu, China. The American expert Matthew Brazil also revealed, today China has far surpassed the Soviet Union, Russia. The activities of the Chinese intelligence industry are now variable, multidimensional, and have been expanded in many areas. This is a formidable threat to the national security of the United States. More than 30 years ago, Imperial Duke President Dao Min-Wung warned free countries when dealing with communist countries they must be careful. The fact that communists are granted passports to move freely in non-communist countries is as dangerous as wolves among sheep. But at least, although the US government is finally waking up to these communist plans, the Vietnam New Democracy movement has also sounded the alarm about the illegal acts of the Chinese communists and communists of Vietnam. The Provisional National Government of Vietnam, the Third Republic of Vietnam, has always maintained a peaceful strategy by the declaration of leader Dao Min-Wung published in 1987. The Third Republic wants to remove the Communist Evil Party that is holding and controlling people in Vietnam without violence against the Vietnamese Community Authority. The Communists continue to say one thing and do the other. They still commit all manner of evil acts, cowardly with Communist China, evil with Vietnamese people. Communist agents secretly arrest patriots and members of the Provisional National Government of Vietnam, the Third Republic of Vietnam, in Vietnam to terrorize the people. Viet Communists conspire with China to confiscate domestic treasures, make fake notarizations, deceive and refuse to pay those who have completed the redemption. They continue to steal forest trees, natural resources, oil and gas, and steal privately owned land and properties. Communists arrest all who resist. The Vietnamese Communists and the so-called state of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam are not elected by the Vietnamese people and do not serve the interest of the people. The Vietnamese Communists have sold out Vietnam to the Chinese Communists. Vietnamese compatriots around the world have been enthusiastically voting with the referendum system TCDY to elect Imperial Duke President Dao Min-Wung as President of Vietnam. Over 11 million votes so far and increasing day by day. The Communist Party wants to become a member of the Human Rights Commission. They plan to continue to hide their treason against the people of Vietnam. They plan to issue new citizen identification to make it easier to control the people with a social credit system as the communists use in China. The new citizen identification card, CCCD, has a chip attached to help the Vietnamese communists easily track card users, making people afraid and insecure. The Vietnamese communists force people to sign an involuntary referendum to elect communists for government representatives, or else the people can't transact business, buy food or travel. The Vietnamese communists even issue the new Vietnamese identification card, CCCD, to Chinese intelligence agents. These Chinese spies are being allowed to enter Vietnam and take over the country. They learned to speak Vietnamese, pretended to be Vietnamese, and were issued a new Vietnamese citizen ID card to escape the United States and international tracking at airports and customs to hide the fact that they are Chinese nationals. The Chinese Communist Party controls the Vietnamese Communist Party. The communists steal land, factories and natural resources. The people live as slaves to the current government. If anyone objects, that person is arrested. The Vietnamese communists also built underground tunnels complexes. These tunnels have weapons and ammunition and are now occupied by China. China has armed soldiers in Vietnam. China has security forces in the central region and in many other places. The Vietnamese have to keep quiet. If anyone complains, they are punished. The people are being poisoned by toxic chemicals dumped into the air and water. The people are hungry and destitute. Imperial Duke President Đào Minh Vuong is the freely elected president of the Third Republic of Vietnam. Over 11 million votes have been cast. The number of eligible Vietnamese aged 18 to 65 to participate in the election is only about 40 million people. Therefore, with over 11 million votes, President Đào Minh Vuong is duly elected president. He is the only leader who can represent the entire nation in front of the world to fight for justice and fairness for the people. The Third Republic is mobilizing the entire people to participate in this referendum, so more than 20 million votes may be cast for the president and a freely elected representatives government. We also invite all the officials in the Provisional National Government of the Vietnam Third Republic of Vietnam, all ministries and non-communist national forces to unite. Our government will dispatch to the United States, the United Nations and the international communities in detail what is going on today in Vietnam. We will document in detail that the communists conspires with the Chinese Communist CCP to occupy Vietnam and steal our country's natural resources and enslave our people. We petition the United States of America and the world to help the Third Republic of Vietnam to return to our home country and to organise a general election for the people to choose a new democracy and regain their ancestral lands. The Third Republic of Vietnam once again urges all Vietnamese around the world to send letters and emails requesting the United Nations and the international communities to recognise our freely elected government and to fly the real flag of Vietnam, the bright yellow flag with 3 red stripes, the official national flag of the Republic of Vietnam. Officials or letters sent to parts of the world should include the following content. Any persons, company or country currently do business or trade with Chinese companies in the current communist government in Vietnam, in all territories of Vietnam must report to the Provisional National Government of Vietnam, the Third Republic of Vietnam, and thereby avoid being implicated in illegal activity against the people of Vietnam. Sincerely, Standing Office, PNGVN.